Hi there. What are we reacting now after having a listen to IDC? It was IDC or what was it?
IPDC from
IPDC
Bangladesh.
from Bangladesh. What are we
Yeah.
listening now?
So I've shared my favorite track from Coke Studio,
Hmm.
and that was Premilenge, of course. Here's a link. Why don't you share your favorite one today?
My favorite one was Pasoori, and it was not because it has the most number of views this season, but it's something that is in my playlist, and I have been listening to it for over how much? I mean, since the beginning or since the release of this song, I have been listening it almost every next day, and I still feel the same way. I don't know why.
Yeah, it reflects on the views,
Absolutely, yeah.
right? So why don't we get into it and then talk about why you love it so much?
Yep,
All right?
absolutely. Let's get into it.
One, two, three, start.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
Everything about this track
Everything.
is so beautiful.
I was just about
So
to say
beautiful.
that. So perfect
Each
execution.
single frame, each single visual is immaculate. It's so pretty.
Sheema Kermani.
She was improvising here, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Her sari matches the background.
ਅਗਲਾਵਾਂ ਮਜਬੂਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਣ ਜਾਣ ਦੀ ਪਸੂੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਹਿਰ ਬਣੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇਰੀ ਪੀ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਣਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਇਆ ਦਿਲ
Ali
ਵਾਂਗ
Sethi's
ਵਾਂਗ
voice.
ਮੇਰਾ ਟਕਰਾਇਆ ਕਾਗਾ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਦੱਸ ਜਾਵੇ ਪਾਵਾਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਦੀ ਚੂਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਰਾਵਾਂ ਚ ਬਾਵਾਂ ਚ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਲੁਕਾਵਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਰੋਕੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਢੋਲ ਜੁਦਾਈਆਂ ਦੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਖਬਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਆ ਬਣੀਆਂ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋਵੇ ਆ ਜਾਵੇ ਦਿਲ ਤੇਰਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਈ ਮਜਬੂਰੀ
What a find she is. What a find.
Queen.
साथ तेरा है बतेरा पूरा कर जरूरी नू आन सी ओ नहीं आया रास्ता ना दिखलाया दिल हमारा ते सहारा ख्वाहिशात अधूरी नू सारी मैं जावा मैं तेनू बुलावा गल सारी ता होवे मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी तेनू खबर किवें होवे आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे ओ हाँ बड़ियां बनाइयां दी गलबात किवें होवे आ जावे दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे
The strings used in this song, the instruments.
मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी सरदारी ना होवे मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी
This.
He's playing the mandolin.
मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी सरदारी ना होवे दिलदारां दी सब यारां दी आज़ारी ना होवे दिलदारां दी सब यारां दी आज़ारी ना होवे आ चले लेके तुझे है जहां सिलसिले फसूड़ी नू जहर बने हाँ तेरी पी जावा मैं पूरी नू रावा च बावा च ओनू लुका मैं कोई मैनू ना रोके मेरे ढोल जुदाइयां दी गम खबर किवें होवे आ जाए दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे हाँ बड़िया बड़ाइयां दी गल बात किवें होवे आ जाए दिल तेरा पूरा भी ना होवे पूरा भी ना होवे पूरा भी ना होवे
Oh, every single time,
Every
every
single
single
time.
time.
Every single time.
Oh,
So when people said that Coke used to put cocaine,
yeah,
this is what they meant.
that was probably true.
Yeah, this is what they meant.
At least they're putting it in Pakistan, the supply that is coming to
Yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah. Okay, I don't want to cause any label, but
Oh,
but this is the crack they were talking about.
oh my God. I mean, if I'd be honest, it's not a song which belongs to my genre. Like I enjoy
Yeah,
progressive
yeah.
rock, I enjoy hard rock. Um, I even enjoy soft romantic songs as well. This is entirely different from that. It's not the kind of song that puts you into trance as well. It's I like Sufism as well. This doesn't put you in trance. It doesn't. But if the core melody of the song is so playful that it stays with you and you can't stop yourself from humming its chorus. It's really impossible, at least for me.
It kind of transcends every genre. I don't know what they did. Why is it like it is?
Yeah,
Why it's so addictive? I mean, we can talk about every single aspect of it. It is just so addictive. It is just so
so
good
addictive.
every time you listen to it. I mean, it's also one of my favorites. Every time, every single time you listen to it, it makes you happy. It makes you. It lifts your mood. It takes you to a place where, yeah, I can't put my feelings into words.
Yeah, you cannot really, you cannot.
Yeah, kind of leaves everyone speechless, right?
Absolutely. I mean, when I first heard this song, um, Ali Sethi is one of my favorites, and he's more into ghazals. He sings nagme, etc., and he just he's more into ghazals as I mentioned, but he does a lot of poetic stuff as he has grown up listening to artists like Mehdi Hasan, Noor Jahan, and poets like Mirza Ghalib and Faiz Ahmad Faiz have been his favorites. Therefore, I wasn't expecting a song like this from this genre from Ali Sethi, honestly, and it took me by surprise when I heard it the first time. And wow, I mean, he is truly a chameleon, I would say. He can,
For me, what I think is that Ali Sethi will become a person like Faiz Ahmed Faiz, like Mir, like Mehdi Hasan himself.
yeah,
His work itself. I mean, let's not talk about his vocal prowess, but his work,
his
the
work,
the
exactly.
direction of his work, the yeah, what he wants to achieve through his efforts is something that will take him and transcend him to that place.
Absolutely.
The even I mean, take this song, the narrative of this song, the idea behind the
Idea
song.
behind it. Oh,
Yeah, exactly right. So what he's trying to do, this is his whole area of work. It has
yeah.
been.
And it paid off big time. I mean, I would be honest, we are not native Punjabi speakers, we understand
Hmm.
Urdu. But at first, when I heard this song, I thought that it was a love song or a conversation between two
Yeah.
lovers where they are discussing boundaries and helplessness, the compulsions and restrictions and whatnot. But when I just went to see the behind the scenes of this song or magical journey of this song, then I got to know that the idea behind the song is far greater than I imagined. And it discusses the boundaries, the restrictions, but as an artist, what artists face within society and also across the borders too. And I don't know, maybe Ali has written this song considering the cross-border relationship with India and restrictions around that, maybe because he has many artist friends in India and he was doing some sort of virtual sessions on Instagram. I don't know if you're aware of it, with
Yeah.
Vishal Bhardwaj, one of his favorite musicians in India, and Rekha Bhardwaj, and also with the likes of Zakir Khan and Varun Grover. He was doing virtual sessions on Instagram with them, and he was enjoying it so much. Probably that the song embodied that particular thing.
A lot of people say that those sessions kind of kept them sane through the pandemic,
Yeah, absolutely. That's
right?
true, and I enjoyed it as well. I watched a couple of them, one with Zakir Khan and one with Rekha Bhardwaj, and it was really beautiful, something that cannot be put into words.
Regarding your point about the BTS and being able to understand and consume this track, I mean, I just want to emphasize on this that again, we are not Punjabi speakers, and we I also kind of interpreted completely different. But then the BTS came out, and then we got to understand.
Yeah,
Here's a link for the BTS, by the way, for people who haven't seen it. Yeah, so watch it, and that will give this song a completely new meaning, right?
absolutely.
Before we move on, I want to touch on Shae Gill. I
I
mean,
was coming to that.
right? So this song is this because of her as well, right?
Absolutely.
The kind of honey she has put it in, like the good she has added to this song. Yeah,
There's very less information available about her on the internet, and I think they discovered her from Instagram because she used to cover a lot of Ali Sethi's ghazal and his work as well. And I mean, for me, her voice is not that traditionally sweet voice that you get to listen, and it has certain rawness and rustic feel to it, and it was just adding magic to this
yeah,
particular song.
yeah. The way she sang "Mere Dol Judaiyan Di Sardari No," I
Sadaya.
mean
Uh,
that note, it killed me. The first time I heard it, that was it. That was it. That did it for me. That note,
Absolutely.
and then onward, yeah, this clap along, sing along, crescendo is very beautiful. We all
Exactly.
love it. We
Exactly.
we all wanna like sing along with it, but that note just did it for me. I
Absolutely.
was done.
I was about to say that. I mean, if you listen it first time, you would really enjoy the chorus of this song. It's really
Hmm.
groovy and sets the mood up. But how good was that bridge? The bridge where she starts, as you mentioned, Mere Dol
Yeah, yeah.
Judaiya, and the crescendo that
Right,
it
right
takes.
after the strings solo, the
Oh,
mandolin and the
Mendolin and
baglama.
Baglama.
Yeah.
I didn't know the name of Baglama. I also got to know about it from the BTS or behind the scenes.
Coco Studio is an institution, right? So it's teaching us a lot as
Teaches
well.
us exactly, teaching us
We
a
have
lot.
talked about previously in our previous videos, during our top five discussion as well, that Coke Studio and usually music from Pakistan in general carries a message, usually some social issues, some social
Yeah,
topics, some message, some morale, um, and it Pasoori had it as well, right? But not only Pasoori, a lot of the other songs, Yutunia, Pemiling, you take any of it,
any of
most of
them.
them had certain meaning, certain gravity in them, and not only does it have an effect on society, but it's also teaching us a lot of different things,
Absolutely.
from music to message to education. I mean, you name it.
Yeah. And just for our viewers, we are not discussing the visual aspect or the video of this particular song. I mean, this would require a entirely separate video, and we just don't want to bore you that much with our conversation because we keep on having it.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can go on. But what do you think?
I mean, there's a reason why this is my top song for the season.
All right, so let's take it offline. Let's continue this conversation offline, and let's move on to another of our favorite tracks. All right,
Yep, let's move on to it.
see you there.
See you there.